Hey everyone. I'm getting angry to the point where I'm starting to dissociate again, which this is something that hasn't happened in months. So, if I start saying I'm dissociating and I'm at risk of letting my thoughts play out loud, that's when I'm pissed off. And that's when, nah, nah, I'm pissed. And the thing is that I'm not pissed because of anything upstairs have done, because all they've done is their usual tricks. Like, that's one thing. That's one thing. I can't control that. So I'm not about to lose my shit over that. The thing that pisses me off is that now the council have come back and in a bid to try to cover for Laura and for the neighbours, now they're turning around saying, well, I called mental health because I was concerned. First of all, right? This is the same woman who literally told you what she had done. So if you wanted to know how I was handling the situation, all you had to motherfucking do was ask me. So even if you did make the report, which I don't fucking believe because the neighbor upstairs admitted to the shit multiple times, even if you did report the shit to mental health, even if you did do that, why the fuck would you just take her word for it and not ask me? She has lied repeatedly. I have not. She's lied in the face of repeated evidence of both her and her children fucking going off. Okay? She's lied repeatedly. So why would you not even begin to ask me? I'm the one with the evidence. I'm the one telling the truth. So why the fuck didn't you ask me? I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I got back to the council and fucking lit their ass up. I said, listen, everything that you said was complete and utter bullshit and gaslighting. I'm not having this. I'm not having this. Get me in the same room with them people. Get me in the same room with them people. Then they're going to see something. I don't play like that. I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit. Operating based with no fucking common sense at all. This is the thing about me. If I get shit wrong, I'm literally the first person to say, you know what, I messed up. Even with evidence, it's not me, it's my kids. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. The way I'm feeling right now, I don't know what I'm going to do. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. The way I'm feeling right now. Imagine everybody else playing victim. After 3 solid months of reactive abuse, after 6 months of abuse, neglect, gaslighting, now everybody's scared of the big black woman. Like I said, marginalization is easy for somebody to hide behind when they've been caught up in wrongdoing. That's why I don't play that game. I say, look, yeah, I did that. I did this, I did that. I'm not about to play that game of respectability politics on the behalf of people who want to hide their fucking lies behind my skin color, behind my size, behind my mental illness. I'm not playing that fucking game. I'll tell the truth. Then you deal with it. I tell the truth, I ain't got fucking time. Yeah, I said I wanted to kick. Yeah, I said I wanted to kick old girls' ass. Yeah, of course. Because in the real world, you get to a point where you're fed up. It just happens like that. People fight. I know that ain't no ghetto bullshit. No, it ain't race specific. There are people who fight all the time. It's just when it comes from a big black woman and in the middle of fucking Sussex, even though this place is pretty diverse now, it's easy to turn around and say, well, you just got a short temper. Well, you're just angry all the time. I'm actually not. I've been subjected to reactive abuse pretty much all my fucking life. On the count of me being slow on the uptake and slow to grasp certain situations. Like, I get abused before I even know what's going on. And then when I kind of realize that I've been abused and realize that I've been mistreated, the shit builds. And then when I get angry, everybody is on me to calm the fuck down. Like, calm down for what? What? Calm down for what? Calm down for what? You're telling me that I'm supposed to sit here and take months of reactive abuse, like 3 months straight. I came home after that Christmas break. It was still going on. No. It's triggered me all over again. The lies, because the thing is, the whole point is to put the victim on the back foot always. I'm sick of this shit. And as a victim, you really have to learn to get your story straight. And it's not because you're lying, it's not because of that, because for the most part, when you're a victim of abuse, you tell the story in kind of disjointed and disorganized ways because you're traumatized, right? And you're trying to find the easiest way to describe something without potentially re-triggering yourself again. So your brain will often start with the easiest memory to talk about. So when you're a victim of abuse, you really have to kind of get your story straight. And it's not even a story, it's the truth, but you have to get the truth straight. Because the thing is that it's going to be disjointed and all over the place and jumbled because that's what your brain's way of coping with it. That is the only reason why I'm able to argue as well as I do against these people. Is because over the years, I've had to really, really think about my abuse carefully. Really think about the effects of the abuse carefully. And then smush all that into my fucking brain. And then find a way to explain it in a way that is as concise as possible while still putting a lot of detail into it. I used to write walls of text on my Facebook and loads of tweet threads. I don't know if people remember the early times when I was on social media and I wasn't making a lot of videos at the time. And I would make, like, every single time an incident occurred, I would make these long tweet threads because the reactive abuse that I was going through 9 times out of 10 was always connected to something else. So whilst I tried and failed to keep it concise, I went into every single detail so nobody could turn around to me and gaslight me about anything. Nobody can tell me I ain't got shit straight. Nobody can tell me I didn't remember it properly because all the details are right there. Nobody can tell me I didn't say nothing. So even if they don't take the time to read it, that's on them. Because I explained everything already. When you're a victim, that's what you have to do. You have to make sure every fucking detail is accounted for if you can. Pull yourself up when you're wrong and keep everything transparent. That's what you have to do when you're a victim. Otherwise, the reactive abuse is just going to trigger you all over again. Otherwise, it's just going to be a situation where it is just endless bullshit, endless gaslighting. And many vulnerable people know because they're gaslit all the time by authority figures and people who claim to look after them. They're gaslit all the time and it really, really affects their mental health. It affects their mental health. It affects their ability to identify and control their triggers. It really messes with their with their ability to make their rights heard, so they just give up. They become depressed, they try to get on with their lives or they try to do something else, but they don't address the injustices that pile up and keep piling up when it comes to them. A lot of vulnerable people go through this shit with TIs, times that by about 1,000. When you're a victim of abuse, you have to get the details right. You have to talk about it right, because, you know, at every opportunity, the people abusing you, they're going to lie, they're going to gaslight, they're going to condescend to you, they're going to act like you're the one in the wrong, even though you're not. Because remember, it's multiple people gaslighting and abusing you at the same time. So you've got to deal with all these people lying, gaslighting, talking shit, making you out to be the villain of the piece the entire time. You have to deal with all of that and somehow try to get your memory straight without allowing yourself to become emotional. Because once you become emotional, guess what? Now they want to talk about how you're unstable. Now they want to talk about you being unstable. Now with me, I don't play the game. I let my emotions out. I tell the truth. And contrary to belief, I'm not doing that because this is who I actually am as a person. I'm actually very easily embarrassed as a person, and very sensitive and very repressed as an individual. I am not this fucking reckless person going around doing shit for the sake of it. I am very strategic about what I do. The reason why I am always real, quote unquote real, the reason why I let my emotions out, the reason why I talk about how I feel, the reason why I get it all out there is because that is what best serves my interests. I've tried repressing this shit. It doesn't help. Every time I'm subject to reactive abuse and I repress myself, it's worse. Every single time I try to play their game of playing down my emotions, or playing down what I've done, or playing down what I've said, or playing down anything in my corner, it has always gone wrong for me. When I try to play up the fact that I'm healthy and everything's fine and nothing's had an effect on me, it never works. Why? Because they've got multiple other people who are able to take your flaws and use it against you. And that only becomes magnified when you try to play their game of respectability politics. When you have flaws and you don't tell the truth, it only enhances the respectability politics that they're playing through their lives. So I've got to tell the truth. I don't want to. I don't want to fucking spill all my business to all and sundry and keep fucking talking. I don't want to do that shit. But I know if I don't do it, then guess what? I could have been in hospital by now if I wasn't fucking opening my mouth all over the place and talking about, oh, I've got social media. Oh, I've got social media. Oh, I've said this, I've done that. You seriously think I'd be opening my mouth if it didn't serve my interests? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I tell the truth because it's not even a matter of morality or right and wrong. It's just what works for me. Now, for other TIs, it might be different. They might be honest about targeting, but they might choose to be as normal as possible, and it might work for them. I can't say that's ever worked for me. I can't say it's ever worked for me to be normal or to be that. It's never worked for me. And being normal is all I ever wanted. But it's just never worked for me. It's never ever worked. Every single time I tried to fit in or it's never fucking worked. You know what did work? Not doing that. The only reason I even have friends, like valuable friends that I've known for years, the only reason why I even had a love life, I don't anymore. Me and my ex-partner are still talking, but we're no longer together. The only reason why I even had a love life, the only reason why I even had friends, the only reason why, you know, and me and the ex are still talking, by the way. We're still talking. Because everything was amicable. Everything was amicable. We decided to just You know, we parted ways, but we're still friends and we still love each other. And we broke up in the most amicable, wonderful way you could ever break up with somebody. And then on top of that, I have friends that I've known for years. All these things that I have, like a fucking seaside fucking apartment, like all these things that I've had, like a brand new life I've carved out for myself, precisely because I did not behave the way people expected me to. I was the mad girl, and that's why I kept winning. Only I didn't realize I was winning. I didn't realize that's what was happening to me. I kept being embarrassed. I kept being knocked down. And every single time I got back up even higher. That's always happened to me. I cannot be the normal woman. I can't be that bitch. I'm not her. Because it doesn't serve my interests and it does not help me. Quite frankly, sectioning, homelessness, and even going through really, really serious illnesses has actually done more to help my profile and help my life than they would have done if they'd have just left me alone. Because I don't get shit the normal way. I get shit by losing. I have never gotten anything the normal way that everybody else gets it. That's not my life. Do you seriously think I'd be talking about fucking 2 businesses if I'd have done everything the normal way? I'm talking about fucking trying to open 2 businesses right now. I haven't started yet, but I'm fucking in the process of doing that, like... And at this point, my ideas are so solid that I'm already working on them every day. It's a slow process. It's a slow build. But I'm working on them. You seriously think I'd be talking about this shit if I hadn't been forced to just pack up all my shit and move somewhere else out of nowhere? If I hadn't have burned all my bridges, do you seriously think I would have had the drive and the will to be better? Of course not. Of course not. I don't get shit the normal way. I don't do shit the normal way. It's never worked. Doesn't work for me to lie and say, oh no, I didn't threaten anybody. I'll say, yeah, I threatened to beat her fucking ass. Because you know what? Even after I've done that, even after everything has gone down, remember, I'm the one who wanted to leave, you know. As soon as that shit kicked off in November, I was like, no, I got to bounce. Because if these people are like this now and it's only been a month moving in, I ain't sticking around. I was trying to bounce. All of this was because... All of this happened because either the council refused to kick them out, or they did everything in their power to stop me from leaving. To the point where they tried to have me fucking sectioned to stop me leaving. That is what we're talking about here. The irony is, if they'd have just let me go, they wouldn't have these problems. They would not have these problems. If they'd have just let me go, better yet, kick them out, everything would have been gravy. Everything would have been easy. But no, we're dealing with 3 mental health assessments. 2 of them needless. Well, 3 of them we're dealing with hang on, no. The first mental health assessment was after I called them. Second one was with the doctors. Third one was, 4 mental health assessments deep. Do what the fuck I tell you. Why are you always trying to fucking... Nah. You're always trying to fucking... You're worried about me losing my rights with the council. I lost my rights in London. I lost my fucking rights there. I was able to find a flat here in less than a year. It didn't even take a year. It took 10 months. Took 10 fucking months. So you're worried about that? If I can carve out a new life here, I can literally do it anywhere else. All I have to do is learn the culture and just do the opposite of what everybody else does. Fuck. The fuck you mean? Seriously, People don't do what I ask them to do. And then they want to fucking just ruin everything by trying to be fucking sneaky and shit. Just do what the fuck I tell you in the first place. And even then, when I change my mind and I say, look, I'll stay for my family. Now you're pulling all this shit about Section 21s. I already said I wanted to fucking live in the flat. How is it that you're worried that I'm going to leave when I already said I wanted to stay? These people make no sense. These people just straight lie. What kind of fuckery is going on here? Like, nah. You're telling me I have to compete with... I don't have the stupidity or the lies to compete with that. There is no way. Stupid. Because Laura said on the phone about Section 21, I already said I wanted to renew the contract. So why are we still talking about Section 21? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. This is why I don't lie. This is why I don't lie. I ain't trying to fuck around with that. I'm not playing that kind of that chess game bullshit. I'm not doing it. Stupid. You could have just asked me. Simple. They can't do they can't do nothing simple. You know why? Because targeting is real. If it wasn't real, there would have been simple solutions to simple problems, even within the parameters of legal guidelines. There are simple solutions to simple problems. The fact that you go out of your way not to do that, it proves to me that you're looking for control. I said I wanted to leave. All you had to do was run the surrender tenancy. Let me sign the form. Be on your way. I told you I wanted to stay for the sake of my family, not for the sake of myself. All you had to do, listen, stay out of trouble, we got you. I stayed out of trouble. All you had to do, run me the form to renew the contract, be on your way. Simple. Simple things. Simple. That's all they needed to do. But because they want to be in control and they want to try to scare me, try to intimidate me with bullshit tactics, now we're here. Fuck off. Yeah, this stupid little cunt is fucking celebrating outside. Oh, she's getting angry. Fuck that little bitch. Sick of her. A spiteful little twat. Like, I ain't got the time for this shit. 3 solid months of bullying and people antagonizing me. 3 solid months. Three solid months of this. 3 solid months of this game playing. I already wanted to leave. What the fuck is the problem? No, fuck them people, man. I wanna be like, oh, it's only a child. No, I ain't in the mood today, you know. I ain't in the mood today. And mum should have fucking swallowed. Fuck that bitch. And that goes for both of them. Both of them mums should have fucking swallowed. Then we wouldn't have to deal with this shit. That's what I'm saying. It's like... I don't know why they don't just shut up. This is the only reason I get evidence. They won't shut up. know if you can hear that because it will come out faint in the recording, but listen to this shit. I wasn't even angry with them at first, but then since they want to pop off, like it's every fucking day. Every day. For 3 months nearly. It's coming up to February soon. And no wonder the mum hates the daughter. The daughter's just like her. Of course they hate each other. Why wouldn't they? I fucking hate them. And probably everybody else hates them too. Why wouldn't they be hated? After all the different ways you get your ass kicked and you're still going, you still ain't learned shit. Still going. Still going. Useless little shit. Still going. No, they're still going. They still won't shut up. They're still going. I can't handle this. This is ridiculous. After all the different ways you get your ass kicked, you still continue. You see, this is what I'm starting to understand about the perps that are hired to target TIs. I think I've probably mentioned this before, but they have addictive, compulsive personalities. So, okay, so they've come for me and they feel bad about it, all right? But this is the thing about addiction. You get that initial hit, and then what happens is that you feel great. The first hit feels great. And then you go back for the second hit. And then it still feels good, but it feels a little bit less good than the last time. And then it continues on in a cycle until it becomes like a cycle of shame and need. So what I notice with perps when they do this to me, when they start targeting me and stuff like that, it's no longer something that they enjoy anymore. It's like a need. And that need makes them feel like shit, which makes them do it again, which makes them feel like shit, which makes them do it again. Now, when I was talking about addiction on Facebook, this wasn't what I was talking about. Because somebody made some like offhand comment about something being addictive, you know, like it was like a video. And somebody was saying something about it being addictive. And I said, look, if something gets addictive, run. Because you don't want to deal with that. It just makes you feel like shit all the time. It just makes you feel like shit. And I think, you know, and I feel like these people are addicted to pissing me off. And they feel like shit, which is just making them do it more. They can't stop. They can't stop even if they wanted to stop. And there's a deeper part of me, I might cuss them out, and I will cuss them out. I'll continue to cuss them out for as long as they're fucking with me. Fuck them people. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Fuck all of them. They're fucking vile as fuck. Fucking unwashed fucking fungi looking greasy hair mop fucking pieces of shit. Fuck all them people. No, I don't mind saying that. Fuck all of them. I ain't got no sympathy for them. But it doesn't mean that I don't get it. At this point, there's an addiction to targeting me. And that addiction is just, it's a compulsive need now. When it's going on for 3 months straight, it's a compulsive need. So I don't sympathize, but I get it. That's how obsessions start. That's how addictions start as well. Because that first hit feels amazing. And then it just spirals. And then, you know, you realize that it's not really what you want, but you just can't stop. That's what this is. That's what this bullying against me is. And I've dealt with it before. It's an addictive, compulsive thing. You could leave me the fuck alone, but why? But it's not really them I'm angry with. It's the fucking council and the police and the, like, that's why I haven't been getting angry with them lately, because I can't control any of that. If they're addicted to fucking with me and causing me pain, if they're addicted to that and they're going to keep doing it with diminishing returns, then that means I can't really control what they do. And if I can't control what they do, then why am I worrying about it? You know, I can't control what they do. But this council situation, this mental health situation, this landlord situation, everybody's lying. Absolutely everybody is lying. You mean to tell me you're gonna call mental health behind my back? You're not gonna ask me what the fuck is going on. You're just gonna call them and have them make that decision for you. Why didn't you call me, motherfucker? Why didn't you call me? And if you're really that concerned about me being homeless, if First Charter House Investment, sorry, I shouldn't have used their name. If my landlords are that worried about me being homeless, if the relocation agency is that worried about me being homeless, then I just don't understand. I don't understand how this works. I haven't been charged for threatening anybody. I told the police that straight. I said to the police, look, I threatened to beat this person's ass. They haven't charged me. So I haven't been charged. Nothing of the sort has happened. In fact, when the last time the police came round, they came round for the other family. So I've told people I wanted to kick their ass. I haven't even been charged. I haven't even been charged for that shit. So clearly there's no problem from a legal perspective. So I'm confused. Like, how are you trying to prevent homelessness? I've already said I wanted to stay for my family. I already said I wanted to do that. And then the relocation agent made the stipulation that as long as you don't cause ruckus, as long as you keep yourself to yourself, then there's going to be no issue. No police visits, no nothing. There have been no police visits on my part. There have been no police visits on my part. There's been a mental health visit on my part. But even then, that was done behind my back. So that was to compile evidence against me. That was to compile evidence against me. Because they told me, look, no visits. Did they or did they not say that? They said no visits, no hostility. I haven't been hostile. But there has been a report made. So in order to balance it out, they're stupid. They are literally retarded. Literally retarded. So the thing is, the police came over here. Hey, what's going on? So the police came over here for them. Mental health only came over here for me because apparently the council called them behind my back, which is not true. The neighbors called them. They called mental health. Not the council. They called mental health, not the council. They confessed to it twice. I heard the shit. I didn't want to hear it, but I did. A lot of TIs follow you. Whoa, wait a minute, do they? I've been keeping up with the followers, but yeah. No, but it's just that for fuck's sake, man, it's like The mental health only came to see me because somebody made a fraudulent report about me being violent at literally the time when I wasn't being violent. Connect the dots. If it's not the neighbors that have done it out of some fucking fear or something because I'm being too calm, if it wasn't them, then that would mean that the council would have done it. I just don't understand. How are you doing it to prevent a Section 21 if I've already said I wanted to stay and they said, okay, stay, don't cause no ruckus? I haven't been causing any ruckus. I've been keeping to my fucking self. Everybody can look back and check through my videos of the last few days. I've been minding my fucking business. None of this makes sense. None of it makes no goddamn sense. The only reason why mental health was round here is because they needed to make further claims and get further evidence on me. That's the only reason they did it. Because if they can do that, then the landlords can kick me out. I should have said that to the fucking council. Oh, no, I did. Oh, no, I actually did. I did point that out. I did point that out. Bullshit. The whole thing. You want to get me out. Like, you've dragged this out for so long. If you'd have just... It's a good thing that I didn't leave. Don't get me wrong, right? But if you'd have just got the goddamn surrender tenancy when I fucking asked you to, none of this would need to happen. I didn't even want to stay. I would have said, you know what, they're a young family. Let them chill up there. I've already been able to make a whole new life in a whole new city with no fucking friends here. I'll be fine. I'll be all right. They ain't going to be all right. They can't even shut their fucking mouths, so you know they need the support. I don't. I don't get that. I was willing to leave. I was willing to leave. Even that fucker who acts like he owns the place, he should have been celebrating. I wanted to leave. Everybody wanted me to leave. The landlords wanted me to leave. They were sick of me, remember? So when I asked for the Section 21, why the fuck don't I get it? When I didn't even ask for the Section 21. I asked for a surrender tenancy form. You could have had me out in a month, my nigga. A month. You could have had me out in a month. You could have had me out in 1 month. Not 3, not 2, 1. One month. No yelling from me. No shouting. No loud music in 1 month. That family would go on with their happy lives, being their white entitled selves, being their compulsive, addictive, annoying, bullying, vile, out of control, animalistic, fucking demonic selves without me. In 1 month. You could have had that in 1 month. But no, you want to drag this out for 3. Okay. And then on top of that, you want to control how I move. So, okay, so when I say I knew they were going to do this shit. When I said I wanted to leave, they wanted the Section 21. Now that I'm staying for my family and I'm keeping my nose and my ass quiet, now here come mental health. Now here comes the extra evidence against me. This is why I tell the truth. Oh, hang on. This is why I tell the truth. This is why I tell the truth. Because now you can see for yourselves how fuckery these people are. When I want to leave and get the surrender tenancy, oh, maybe Section 21 would be better, maybe not. No, bitch. You fucking, no. When the landlords are coming out with that shit, Miss Wah wants me to stay an extra month. Fuck you. Get me the surrender tenancy when I ask for it. I said I want to leave. You don't get me the surrender tenancy form. You want to get the Section 21 instead because you don't want the vacancy. Fuck you. And then on top of that, when I say I want to stay for my family, and you say, okay, you give me stipulations to follow, I follow those goddamn stipulations to the letter. I don't even call the police. When those people upstairs are fucking going off, I don't even call the police. Somebody else did that. Because they were fucking tired of the bullshit. And the only reason why mental health was called on me was because I was too calm. They can't even control themselves, so how am I going to control them? Let it go. Let it go. I can't control them. They can't control their fucking selves. How am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? How the fuck am I going to do it? The mother nearly got her ass beat. She's still fucking going. The child is still going. Everybody's still going. Everyone up in there nearly got their, listen, every single adult in that place nearly got their ass tore up. Still don't stop. Still don't stop. So why am I going to get angry at it? Why am I going to get angry at them? I can't control what they do. They can't even control what they do. They're stupid fucks. They can't even control themselves. So I let it go. And now that I've let it go, guess what? Another report. Another mental health visit. For a Section 21 that I said that I didn't want anymore. Fuck out of here, man. No. That's why they're not talking to me. Because they now rip them all to shreds. They now rip them all to shreds. I ain't the one to fuck with. Riddle me this, gang stalkers. How the fuck are you going to continue to torture me without pissing me off? Knowing what pissing me off does. Do something else, I dare you. I fucking dare you. Do something else. Get me sectioned. Be a nice little conversation I'm going to have in that fucking place. The amount of suicides you let go and the amount of professionals, the amount of working people that you've locked up in there for what? Get me in there if you're bad. Get me in there. Get me in there. This is why nobody talks to me. I rip into fucking shreds. Anyway, I've got to go. But thank you guys for joining me. I'm sorry that this was such a unhappy video. But yeah, dealing with lie after lie is not easy. It's not easy to deal with every day. Anyway, I love you guys. You take care. Bye-bye.